Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is WFUZ-TV's The People's Voice podcast. I'm Thomas Jenkins, and I would say something funny today, but on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution. Blair, what's the breakdown?
So tonight we're going to talk about the results of the special congressional primaries here in Alabama and actually across the country, but we're not on the country. Talking about here in Baldwin County, Mobile County, Wiregrass, all that.
It was pitiful. Y'all were pitiful.
It was very bad. 5% voter turnout. When he went to the precinct, he was number 9.
Number 9.
I was number 178, but I have to drive all the way to Foley because they have my precinct up in Timbuktu. It's ridiculous.
I was love potion.
Yeah. It was very poor turnout, and weirdly, my precinct signs, like the signage was all blocked, and there was one Jerry Carl sign out front, that was it, and like a little bitty thing that said, vote here. Like, it was really hard to tell where the precinct was, even though I've been there before. It was just like hidden away. But anyways, Jerry Carl won by a large sweeping margin, like 74% or something like that.
Almost 20,000 votes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of votes.
And that is telling that people telling of a lot of things. But for number one, we like Jerry Carl, okay? Do I think Jerry Carl is the world's most perfect candidate? Do I love him to death and have him picture up on a frame on the mantle of the fireplace? No.
Not anymore.
No. But I like the guy. He's a nice person. He's a kind person. He came and talked to us even after we made fun of him and kind of ragged on him and talked a little bit of crap. He didn't care. He didn't let that get to him. He's very good-spirited, and he doesn't take it personal, and I appreciate that about people.
That's also reflected in the attitudes and personalities of his staff as well.
Yes, excellent staff. When you see somebody with strong staff that is just very, put together, that says a lot. And his team had that. Like, say what you want to say about him. You don't like AIPAC? I don't either. I agree with you. You don't like, some of the things that he votes on? I agree with you too. But that's why we as voters have to stay engaged and hold their feet to the fire. It's our job to see that he's voting on something and know that a vote's coming up and call his office and say, don't do that. We really don't want this. And see if he actually listens. To my, experience with him, I was not here when he was a congressman. I was here when Barry Moore was the congressman. So I never had that opportunity to engage with him. I'm willing to give him that chance. I mean, we kind of that's what we got right now as Republicans. And he is going to the general against Clyde Jones. So if you don't like what he stands for, vote for Clyde. We like Clyde too. Nothing against Clyde. I think a Democrat has an uphill battle to win that seat, but he comes from a place of compassion. He's a veteran. He also is a good choice. So it's a matter of your preference of who you think deserves to represent us in Congress. So you make that decision. You get to know them and do your research.
And for the sore losers that are saying, oh, it's money, the votes don't count. Money follows viability. It follows the candidate that's likely to win. So that's an indicator if a candidate's not able to raise a lot of money.
Absolutely. And also, it's your fault. Like, you sit here complaining about stuff on the internet, but did you actually go down to the poll, no matter how inconvenient it was, and cast your vote? And I felt so kind of bad for those 8 staffers that were in my precinct when I was the only person in there, probably for like an hour. They were so excited that someone walked through the door. Like, come on, people. It cost more to hold these elections than dollars per ballot. If we made that, accounting there, I'd be very shocked if it wasn't a very high amount per ballot. It's ridiculous. We need to make it worth their time to come out and vote, or else we're not going to have this process that we hold so dear to just go to our precinct. They're going to find some other way for us to vote. And then you guys are going to complain that we didn't do the paper ballots and in person and all that stuff. You know how expensive that is, and you know how low voter turnout is? It doesn't make sense. It's not feasible to continue the way we're going. So you have to show up and do your part. It's a system, and you're a part of it. Don't complain unless you took part in the process.
We should vote by flock camera.
Perhaps. So going on to flock cameras, by the way, for those of you that saw our coverage of the flock camera thing in Gulf Shores, we didn't set that up. We didn't encourage the protest. Just putting that out there. Those people were out there protesting as we left the meeting. It was actually after the meeting, and we saw them coming up, and we were like, oh snap, we have a camera. Let's interview them so they can say their piece, because they didn't come inside the meeting. There was another group of people in the meeting that did say their piece, and then
I was one.
Yes, he did say something.
And yeah, for all of those of you out there saying, blah, 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 I actually go to meetings and say stuff when I have something on my mind. I don't do it very often, but when I do, I actually do. And that I can say, more than most. I've actually done it.
I still got that traffic signal on my mind because as of yesterday, when they said it was going to be operational, it was not operational. So what's up with that, people?
Still got black covers on it.
Yeah.
Or as of yesterday, I did. We didn't go through there today.
Yeah, I didn't see, but
Why is
yesterday
that?
it wasn't. These are the burning questions I want to know, City of Gulf Shores, and I hope you have an update Monday. But anyways, the young people that were outside protesting, I was happy to give them an opportunity to say what they wanted to say on a microphone in front of a camera, a little practice run, and hopefully they get up the courage to go to meetings and engage. And if you're somebody out there who's dissuading people from taking your 2 to 3 minutes of public forum comment time, then, kind of shame on you, because everybody deserves that time. And people were really scared. I remember my first county commission meeting, I was like 20 years old, and I was 21, and I was in law school. And I went to the Orlando, Orange County Commission meeting and talked about an ordinance that I had actually helped draft with my law school peers, and it ended up getting passed, and it was really empowering to go up there and do that. And I was terrified. And when it all got done, we took a picture. We were super proud. And after that, I was like addicted to it. I was like, I'm always going to try to engage now and make a difference, because the first time I did it, I did make a difference. Not everybody is that lucky. Sometimes, whatever you want's going to fall on its face and get shot down. But eventually, things that you fight for will get passed, and it's a really good feeling. So keep doing it, keep engaging, and don't let anyone dissuade you. It's okay if you mess up a little bit. It's okay if you're not perfectly scripted. It's okay if you're afraid, and if you're jittery, and if you're nervous. It's okay.
It's okay if you're angry.
Yes. Sometimes it is an angry discussion.
Sometimes.
So going back to that, the election results. So we do a lot of stuff. Okay. We're going to city council meetings. We're going to town hall meetings. We're going to Foley. We're going to Gulf Shores. We're going to Orange Beach. We're going to the county. We're going to Mobile. And this is just in the past 2 weeks. We've been all these places plus more. We're trying to give people a voice, and we're happy to, but there's a real cost to that. So example, we were at Jerry Carl's election night party doing the live coverage, which you may have seen, which was really awesome. He was super nice to do a little special interview with us and welcome us, even though we sometimes could be critical of people in office. He does not care, and I think that's cool. So anyways, we're doing that, and our car breaks down
on the way. Much.
Yes, on the way. We were able to limp mode it into the event and get it there, and that's a cost of driving around so much and doing this.
And we're an hour away from home, mind you.
Yeah.
Had to get that towed.
And thank you to the people out there that helped us with that. Shout out to them. They know who they are. Good folks. We were lucky that we had friends there that were able to give us a ride back and help with the situation. But right now we have a car that doesn't work, just sitting out there, that we can't use at the moment.
And it may cost us up to $7,000 full engine replacement. We don't know yet, because we were unwilling to pay a $500 diagnostic fee.
So it's a real cost, the wear and tear of our vehicle, the gas mileage to go to things. I mean, people ask us, go to Mobile, do this, do that. We can't sometimes, because we literally can't pay out of pocket nonstop for these things. I wish we could, and we are working towards a place where we can.
But in summary, we're without the news van basically right now, and we could use your help if you choose to do so. We're not begging. We don't need, pity dollars or anything, but we do want you to understand that we are not making any profit, and it still wears and tears on our time and our money.
If you want, quote, independent citizen journalists or, independent news networks that aren't bought and paid for by Alabama Power or whatever else,
somebody's got to pay for them.
You have the opportunity, but we got to pitch in. It's really got to be grassroots, and normal people have to contribute, because how else are we supposed to do it? Financially.
And we are trying to foster a community here.
We are. So, if you feel inclined, our website, WFUZ-TV.com. You can go there, and you can go to the little donate, contribute section. You can make a contribution anytime.
Or you can hit us up on Facebook. I don't care how you do it.
Yeah. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, gold bullion, coins, pirate money.
9mm.
Monopoly money, whatever you want to give. We'll take it. So yes, just putting that out there, because there is a real cost to this, and we love doing it. We want to keep doing it. We want it to be a living for us, and I think we will get there. And we appreciate everyone who has helped make it what it is today. And we hope in a year from now, we're looking back at this going wow, remember when we did that? Just like we were doing the year before, and every year it grows and grows. So I look forward to that day. And for anybody else watching, frequently asked questions, yes, this is my real hair, and this is my natural skin tone. I get asked sometimes about that. People ask what race I am. People ask what color my hair is. People like to know these things. So I am part Native American. I don't mean Elizabeth Warren style. I mean, my grandma actually is Native American, so that's why I have the dark skin. And sometimes it looks white when I wear blonde, and sometimes I look whiter, but this is my natural state. So curiosity filled, people.
Speaking of Native American, you want to tell them how bad Josh McKee lost?
Oh, yes. Just a little update on our friend. He came in fourth. Got about 1,500 votes, which was only 200 votes more than me when I ran in a city election for like 6 counties and a whole district. He got, a pretty equal amount. So,
better luck next time, little buddy.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that, little buddy. So there we go. Looking forward to the next race coming up, which should be our circuit clerk and our probate judge race and
when
other
is that?
things. 2028.
Oh my Lord! Well, I mean,
Only 2 years away.
We got the main election coming up in November, though.
Right. We got the general election. We got Doug Jones in Tuberville. There's stuff happening. But for our local, we got 2028, and that people will start filing very soon, probably after November. I think January, February, you'll see people jumping in. You'll see fundraising start, and we'll start having those guests on. In the meantime, we're having community guests on, people that care about different issues. We have some lined up. We got some filming this weekend. We got exciting things happening, community spotlights, meetings. Stay engaged, stay involved. There's a lot happening. It's up to you to make our community better. So, do it. Get off your ass.
Yeah, what she said.
That's all I got for tonight. Thanks
All right.
for tuning in.
That's it. We will see you next time. Y'all have a Bluebell Country Day. Ciao.